Hey, welcome to a Hear and See production. This episode, we are recapping my experience with the Catalano Film Festival. So, recently I played my new feature film Blackwoods at the Catalano Film Festival, and it was an amazing festival. Shout out to Johnny, who is the creator of this great festival that highlights filmmakers in the Ohio region. And the biggest takeaway I learned from this festival is the challenge of playing your movie with different audiences. Like, there's a lot of times I've been a part of showcases or been a part of screenings where the people buying tickets to the movie are either friends and family of the cast and crew, they're friends and family of me, but playing in a festival, not knowing what the type of audience is going to be, not knowing what their films are going to be like, and still trying to get a response out of them is something that I would encourage every filmmaker to try to do. So this was a new experience for me. I've had 3 films that have played in festivals, but unfortunately, my most popular one was during COVID, and there wasn't a lot of attending festivals. It was mostly online. And then my other films played in a Christian film festival because Here and See Productions is a Christian movie. So I felt like everyone in the audience kind of knew what to expect, and I kind of knew how they would respond to the content because it was made for them. But this festival that I went to was a little bit more challenging because there wasn't necessarily a theme. It was really just trying to highlight local Ohio filmmakers, which Johnny is amazing at. But a lot of the filmmakers who made short films really were into the horror genre, the thriller genre, the slasher style movie. And we had John A. Russo, the writer of Night of the Living Dead, there. So you can imagine the type of audience that were there to see these films is much different than the type of people that would show up for a Black Christian, faith-based, positive, uplifting story. And as I got towards getting ready to play my movie, I was starting to get worried about how it would be received, if people would relate to the characters, if people would understand the story, if the Christian elements in the movie were going to be too much. But after playing the movie, hearing people laugh, watching people, stay throughout the film, because it was a feature film, so it was over an hour long, and then to get into the Q&A, I felt like people really gravitated towards the film in a way that I didn't expect. One of the guys who asked the question was an older white male, and he started his question by saying, I don't know how to ask this properly, which made me know it was going to be a good question. He basically said, how did you get the Black people in your movie to show up that way? Is that just the way they are naturally, or did they have to learn and act to become that way? And that was the perfect question, because my movie, for those you don't know, is a movie about Black people getting out of urban environments, out of their normal situations, and you see them doing something different, like hiking, camping, doing yoga, meditating, being around fire pits, like things that you typically don't see people of color do in movies. And that was kind of the challenge of the story. I wanted people to see Black people in a different light. And so to get that real feedback at a festival, real time, with people who didn't know me, who wasn't a part of the movie, was really good for me as a filmmaker to see, okay, you don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be Black, and you can still relate to this story. So I would just say, for what I learned from the Catalano Film Festival, is the power of testing your movie with different audiences. Get your stuff out there. Don't be afraid if, other films in the film festival may not line up directly with your style of storytelling. That's the beauty of filmmaking, that if you tell a good story, it doesn't matter if they share your beliefs or opinions or values. They will connect with your characters. They'll connect with your writing, with your acting, your directing. And so my encouragement to other filmmakers in this region and in this field is to share your stuff where you can, get your stuff out there, and trust that what you make can play regardless of what audience you're in. Hey, thanks for watching this Hear and See production. We're going to do more of these as I continue to have time to break down different scenes from my movie, maybe even bring some actors on to talk about what it was like to work on set with me, and just kind of dive into indie filmmaking. So if you enjoy talking about movies, you enjoy hearing someone else's journey as a filmmaker, then like my page at Hear and See Productions, subscribe to our YouTube page, and just continue to stay up with us and hear and see what we have going on.